So we got Gennady Golovkin versus Sergiy Derevyanchenko tonight. I've seen a few people online saying that they wouldn't be surprised if there's an upset in this fight, and I can see where they're coming from. Derevyanchenko is younger, he's fresher, he's very ambitious. I spoke in a video several weeks ago about how when it comes to Eastern European fighters, your amateur credentials are held in much higher regard than they are in Britain or in America. And there was an Eastern European person in the comments section who explained it far better than me. And he essentially said that when it comes to boxing in Eastern Europe, the pinnacle of your boxing career is winning the Olympics. That's the pinnacle. After that, if you go on and have a professional career, you make lots of money, that's just the cherry on the, that's just the icing on the cake with a cherry on top. But what people respect the most is the Olympic gold medal, the stuff you did in the amateurs. That's the way it tends to be seen by a lot of Eastern European fighters. And as I mentioned in that video, very few people have called Golovkin out throughout his career. But among the few who have are several Eastern European fighters. Derevyanchenko has been calling for a Golovkin fight for a while. And that guy who Andy Lee beat for his world title, in fact, let me try to find the guy's name, because I'm sure I can link this to Andy Lee here. What was that guy called? He fought one of the Charlos recently. He called out Gennady Golovkin as well. And there might have been one or two others. So Derevyanchenko is coming into this fight with a tremendous amount of confidence. He wants to take Golovkin's scalp, not just for a world title, but for bragging rights in Eastern Europe. And as well, a lot of these Eastern European fighters, they see the success that Golovkin has had in America. And they see him beating up on these American fighters and whatever. And they say, you know what? These guys don't know how to fight him. I'm from that same Eastern European boxing tradition. I know how to deal with this guy. So stand back and let me show you. That's the kind of attitude that Derevyanchenko is coming with in this fight. So I think it's going to be very interesting. I'm still picking Golovkin to win. But given his age and given Derevyanchenko's, youth and enthusiasm, I know Derevyanchenko ain't that young, but he's younger than Golovkin. Golovkin's 37, Derevyanchenko 33. So he's still several years younger. He's obviously fresher. I wouldn't be shocked at an upset. That's what I will say. Because Derevyanchenko is obviously a very solid fighter, right? A good amateur background and all that kind of business. And he wants to take Golovkin's scalp, man. That's bragging rights in Eastern Europe. Bragging rights anywhere, but particularly there. So that's my take on it. Just some disjointed musings and meandering thoughts about this fight. Should be interesting. I'm still taking Golovkin. I reckon he'll probably win a decision or maybe stop Derevyanchenko late. If Derevyanchenko wins, I have to assume it would be on points. I cannot imagine Derevyanchenko knocking out Gennady Golovkin. But you never know. Sometimes a fighter like Golovkin, who's had an iron jaw, and he really does have an iron jaw. I mean, Golovkin's chin is the stuff of legend. But sometimes even an iron-jawed guy who takes a certain amount of punishment in his career, his punch resistance will start to deteriorate. And he can end up getting stopped by somebody who you'd never imagine could have stopped him before. An example of that could be Brandon Rios. Obviously, Brandon Rios is nowhere near as good as Gennady Golovkin, but Brandon Rios was always an iron-jawed fighter. But remember when he fought Tim Bradley? A guy who can't really punch that hard? And Bradley stopped him. You know what I mean? So sometimes a guy who's tough as old boots like Rios, he can get worn down through the course of a career where he just can't take the punches that he used to be able to take. I know the Rios fight was a combination of body shots and headshots, to be fair, but still. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Will there be an upset here in the Gennady Golovkin, Sergiy Derevyanchenko fight? Because, Golovkin's been looking for the Canelo rubber match, and he seems quite frustrated these days, Gennady Golovkin. Maybe he's looking for retirement money. The real Golovkin is coming out as well. No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's been snapping at reporters and all this kind of business. No more good boy. He's tired of putting on that facade. Now he just wants to knock people out and get paid. Yeah, I actually like it. Drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel. It's happening. I'm out.